What am I gaining?
So what is your gain from all this?
I'm just talking to students and getting their opinions. I want to ask them questions. We're making videos.
What is your gain? Like, what are you
It's my job.
achieving from this?
Money.
We literally all know why
Cool. That's fine if you know, but can you tell me why if you know it all?
No, you already know. Don't worry.
Can you get? You can't really
sis.
accuse
you
people.
You literally already know. No, I'm not accusing you. We know. It's a fact.
Then tell me one. Tell me a fact.
I don't have to because you already know, sis. You get paid to do this?
Yes.
By who, can I ask? Like, who wants you to be doing this? Oh my god, it's a scam. She's like running a scam. Do you enjoy doing this?
I do.
Don't you have a degree from Kent?
I do.
And this is what you choose to do with it?
Yes. Thank you. What do you think about that? Do you think leftists are a little deranged in public when they see someone they don't like?
Obviously, all the time. You just see them lose their mind. I've watched them lose their mind on you.
Did I do anything wrong? Did I do anything wrong? Was I disrespectful at all? Tell me if I was so I could...
No, not at all.
You ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Two to the one to the three. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more ass than a toilet seat.
I've triggered this one right here. She has been seriously triggered. Do you want to do an interview?
I'm on the job right now.
Oh, okay.
In what aspect of American culture do women not have equal rights?
The fact that we don't have paid maternity leave, but we still have a culture that says that women should care for children, I think it's very sexist.
So you want to go against the biological ticking of humans that women are the raisers of children?
That's biologically incorrect, sir. Take your time, though.
What are you, stupid?
Now, because I couldn't answer that question, I go back over here and dance like an absolute fucking prick.
Excuse me, would any of you like to engage in political discourse with me? Would any of you like to have a debate? It might be a better opportunity for your cause to actually engage in a conversation than just dance in the streets. But I'm starting to think that's all you want to do.
Oh, feminists, mate. They are a weird species, aren't they? And what's that? They would rather dance than actually come up to the guy with the microphone and try and fight their points. Nah, surely not. It's all fun and games. Let's dance for a bit until they ask the big boy questions. What the f*** doing? Because to be fair, mate, I have no idea. It was just an excuse to dye my hair every f***ing colour of the rainbow. So I thought I'd become a feminist. It's alright, girls. If they ask us any questions, just come back with some really fucking dumb shit that makes no sense.
That's biologically incorrect, sir. Take your time, though.
So anyway, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at some more dumb cunts. Quickly though, before we do that, today's notification shout out goes to Zachary Jackson. Thanks, mate. Thanks for hitting that bell button. If you guys want to shout out in tomorrow's video, then you've only got to do two simple things, mate. Hit that bell button and leave a comment down below saying feminists are dumb. And I'll give one of you a shout out in the next video. Anyway, boys and girls, bear witness to some special little snowflakes in today's video.
We've been surveilled for a very long time. I converted to Islam 2 years ago, but for folks who have been Muslim and living in America, it's a crisis for them because, you know, you're being surveilled, you're being watched, and children are being affected.
In my safe space. Your safe space. Bulletproof windows, troll safe doors. Nothing but kindness in here.
You might call me a pussy, but I won't hear you in my safe space. My safe space.
Bulletproof windows.
Going in a safe space!
Mom, you are so wrong! You are so wrong! You know what you're saying? You're saying, okay, our country is not the other people. That's what you're saying. What about the cutie pie?
She said a bad word! That's a bad word!
Look at that kid. He does not want to be here in the slightest. I don't blame you, kiddo. I think all of us here on the Ablaze channel 100% relate to this kid. Learning from a young age, feminism is just cancer.
I wanted to get people's opinions on the migrant caravan on the southern border. How do you feel about it?
I think that a bunch of white people came here like 200 years ago and stole land that Native Americans were living on. And there's no reason for us not to let other people come here when we definitely have the land and the resources. And instead of spending like $600 trillion on military, we should give those people medicine and food and water and shelter.
$600 trillion. Yes, that is 100% correct. Seeing that the whole GDP of America is still under 20 trillion, you guys need to stop spending $600 trillion every year on your military. That's very bad. Before we even get into this part, this is a channel I found this clip from, Lives Matter. An amazing channel. I've been watching a lot of their content recently. They upload some great stuff. So I'll leave a link down in the description. Make sure to go check them out. It is actually amazing, some of the interviews they have. Now, the problem with this woman right here, telling us how the Americans took the land from the Native Americans 200 years ago, now it doesn't belong to anyone anymore. So in that case, we should just allow every single person that wants to enter the country, because that worked so well for Sweden and England. Nothing bad ever came from that. Can't even think of one. And with countries like Canada wanting to accept over 1 million immigrants in the next 3 years, well, let's just sit back and watch how well that does for them. This woman's arguments in these points are so naive, it's actually funny. Let's have a look at what else she says.
And not treat them like criminals.
So you mentioned the $600 trillion, right? Where does the majority of that money come from?
I honestly don't know. I would assume taxes.
So you're willing to pay taxes for people to come into the country and...
Yeah, my parents are immigrants. I was born here, but my parents were born in India, and they wouldn't have been able to come here without other people paying taxes for them. So I would absolutely pay taxes.
Yes, the $600 trillion comes primarily from taxes. Yes. And look, it's fine if you come from a other country. In fact, I don't think anybody has a problem with that whatsoever, but not background checking any of these people. Well, first off, you plum. Expect your taxes to skyrocket, my dude, over the next few years. Don't think you're going to be able to rent that apartment anymore. Not background checking any people and just inviting them over to your country from goodwill would have devastating effects on your country. They need to be background checked. They need to be eligible to work in your country. You can't just raise the taxes and expect everybody else to pay for them. That's just really not how life works.
But the public has to be willing to open up their homes to house like 2, 3, 4, 5 families. Would you be willing to do that?
I live in a studio apartment, so I personally would not be willing to do that. I know that in Los Angeles, there's a lot of millionaires with a lot of big houses and a lot more room than me, and I feel like it wouldn't be unreasonable to ask a white millionaire that made their fortune through probably corruption to house some immigrants so that they can work honestly.
What's that? Me personally, have them into my house? No, thank you. No. That successful quotation marks white man. I like that she has to specify that. He can accept them because he's rich, and that's unfair. And nobody ever gets rich fairly, so he's probably corrupt. So as punishment, he must take on these people. Where is the logic in that whatsoever?
So you think...
No, I personally would not be willing to let a bunch of people stay in my studio apartment, but I am a member of an oppressed class. I'm a member of the poor people, which are like 70% of people that live in this country, and I can't be expected to do...
Here we go. Plays the victim card. It was really only a matter of time. I can't do it. I'm suppressed. Okay, mate, whatever you say.
You're going in a circle. Yeah, if you make it a crime to try and immigrate, then obviously they're going to be criminals, and then you can call them criminals and say you don't want them to immigrate.
So do you think anyone should just be able to walk into the country?
I think that, again, there should be a measure to check if you are like a registered felon or if you've committed any violent crimes. But, like, other than that, yeah, I think if someone wants to come to America, they should be able to.
Well, you heard it here first, boys and girls. I'll be seeing you all next week when I just walk straight into America. This will be good. But, officer, I haven't committed any crimes. You sexist pig. Anyway, boys and girls, that's the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to come over and follow me on my social medias and hit that like button, as it's always muchly appreciated. And well, I'll see you all in the next video.